I didn't realize you could do it all from here without having to go.
Yeah. You don't have to use external stuff at all. It's just all in browser. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it was so easy. I didn't actually think it was working. Like I didn't know the chat would appear here, so I don't have to have my other system up to read the chats like I normally do. And
Exactly.
yeah. Anyways, we are now live.
Oh, hi everybody.
How's it going, everyone? I am joined by the incomparable Mr. Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum, who's
You're watching the Tall Ryan's show.
yeah,
Here
the
we are.
Bearded Ryan show.
Bearded Ryan's.
New thing. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna see if it does anything.
Maybe it'll take off. This will be our new thing. Only people with beards named Ryan hanging out.
Ooh, I like that. Like,
Yeah.
how many bearded Ryans do you think there possibly could be in the world?
14. I counted already.
Maybe 15. We don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, someone's pregnant right now, so maybe one will be born. We'll find out.
A bearded baby Ryan.
Of course. That's how we are born. You know, when you're Ryan and you're born, you have a beard.
Okay. So what we are doing here today, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to virtually shop for on Sweetwater, and we have a few objectives. Now, let's say, God forbid, you lost everything. Let's say in a house fire. Let's just go all the way. House fire, it's all gone. But you have a fat insurance check and you have to go and shop on Sweetwater for a new rig, complete new rig, cables, guitars, amps, pedals, pedal board, everything. I don't think we should have a budget because I think we should see. We should shop with no budget in mind and see whose rig costs less.
Also, like, I mean, insurance is covering the house. Who's to say you're going to buy a house the same value? You could put that money into gear, like get a smaller house and get more gear.
You know what? I love where your head's at.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, have you done this before?
Guys,
have you done insurance fraud before?
all those fires, I had nothing to do with it.
all those fires. Okay, so guys, if you're watching at home, Sweetwater Gear Fest is this weekend, and if you care to help me out, if you care to help Ryan out over on 60 Cycle Hum, link down below. I have linked to his channel as well. Please give him a subscribe, and if you want to use my Sweetwater affiliate link, that helps me out as well if you want to buy anything over at sweetwater.com. Also, Ryan just did a video shopping on Sweetwater. You should go watch his video as well.
Yeah, I did it like 2 days ago, and then our contact over at Sweetwater was like, hey, that's a great idea. And so now she's having all sorts of people do it. I just got off the phone with Henning Pauly. He just did the same exact thing an hour ago.
I mean, it's a cool idea because I think for me, this is a modern version of, you know, when you used to get the
like the catalogs
in the mail when you were like 16, and because you were bored, you would circle what you wanted, or you would, like, you know, go fantasy shopping.
Exactly.
Like, we all did it.
Yeah, this is what we all do. We all just sit and window shop all day, and that's why people watch our channels, because it's part of their window shopping. So might as well do it live.
All right. So they cannot see your screen. However,
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just watch along with you, and then I'm going to have a calculator here, and I'm just going to add stuff to a virtual imagined cart on my calculator as stuff goes by. So I'm not going to keep. I'll provide color commentary on yours, and then maybe like make my own list on the side if I can.
Okay, fair enough. I like that. Okay, so I have to create a new. How many guitars do I get to pick? 2, 3?
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone needs at least 8. So
8 guitars.
No, I think 3 guitars is a good place to start. If you're replacing a whole rig, you know, that gives you a good start, because then you got single coils, you got humbuckers, and maybe like an acoustic or something.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the guitars, then we'll move on to amps, and then we'll move on to accessories like pedals, cables, guitars. Geez, what would I even? Oh, this is instantly stressing me out.
Yeah, imagine if your house had actually burned down, how much worse it would be.
Right?
Oh man, I don't care about guitars right now. Insurance wants me to pick guitars. I just want to live somewhere.
Guitars. Oh, fuck. Is it resale value? I'm gonna start with Music Man.
Are you on the sale site, or you're just, I think you got to start on the GearFest sale tab first. So click on that thing because I think you're just on a regular Sweetwater right now. Maybe. I don't know.
Wait, hang on. Oh, the 10 the 10
Yeah.
event.
Yeah, shop now is where you want to click.
Got it.
If anyone wants to hire me for over the phone website assistance, I will help you navigate websites.
Yeah, will you help me spend my money?
Sweetwater is going to add this as a customer service option, like a live video conference with someone who will guide you through the entire site.
Oh, dude, when did Sweetwater get the Lurkst Omega amp head? That's the Alex Lifeson amp, isn't it?
I know nothing about that.
Those are those Mojo Tone made those for Alex after his Silver Jubilee 80s JCM 800 heads.
Nice. Oh, it's $500 off while supplies last.
Hey, what's up?
I mean, you're excited about it.
I mean, I am excited. Off. That's a pretty killer amp. I'm gonna come back to that. My dog is freaking out because UPS just got here with a bunch of guitars.
Demo life, man.
It's the demo life. Three guitars, I think, showed up today, just now.
Can you leak who they're from? Is it a surprise?
They're from Schecter.
Oh, fun.
Very, very cool. One's kind of a throwback to an old guitar I used to use a lot on my channel. Okay, so
there's a tab. If you go back up to the top, there's tabs on the side. Oh wait, yeah, you can go guitars and get more specific.
Grateful Dead, D'Angelico.
D'Angelico has some buck wild designs that are on sale here. The semi hollows are more normal. Even that one's more normal, but there are some crazy shapes from that brand.
I can't help but think of the meeting at D'Angelico where they were like, listen, Grateful Dead, let's put that on a guitar.
We have the license.
Like, what? Do the kids still listen to the Grateful Dead? And like, yes.
They love them. John Mayer's in there.
Yes.
Everyone cares about the Grateful Dead now.
All the cool guys are no.
Is it even officially licensed? Because it doesn't even look.
You know what? That's a great. Oh, Dead and Company. Yeah.
Okay, so it is. That would be crazy if they were just like, let's just roll with it and see if we can get away with it.
I mean, crazier shit happened.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything in the deal zone for guitars that I'm interested in.
Well, there's also like 20 pages of stuff.
Well, I mean, sorting by guitars.
Right.
At the very end, that was it.
Let me. You're on a different version of the page than I saw. Let me see if I can find what I was on. Because I was on a part that had like side tabs and stuff and was more like the regular site.
Guys, if you could choose one guitar from Sweetwater, what would it be and why? Let me know in the comments. Give me some ideas here. I have to replace my rig. 3 guitars. Maybe 3 amps, 2 amps, I guess. Maybe.
Why is the site different now? This is weird. It's even different than what Henning had an hour ago.
Demos and B stock.
There's a lot of like scratch and dent stuff in the demos and B stock stuff that I think is good to shop around in because it's like tiny little cracks and scratches and stuff, things that you can forgive to save, $150, $200 and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those guys who doesn't really. I'm not bothered by a chip or a scratch. I have some friends who are like have to keep their guitars in museum condition, which drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Teach their own, though. Teach their own.
And I can't figure the site out. Why is it different all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's totally different.
Because it had the side tabs before.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I'm in the side tabs for the scratch and dent.
Okay, you found it. You got there somehow.
Yeah, it's not the Gearfest section though. The Gearfest section does not have the side tabs.
Weird.
Okay, so the scratch
riveting stuff.
1960 Gibson custom shop. Les Paul reissue. Paul Reed Smith. Fender custom shop. Eric Clapton. Oh, there's some like really good deals in here.
Yeah. One of there's some Martin acoustics that are $5,000 off, but they're still 15 grand and they're all Sailor Jerry themed.
Oh, again, let me be in that meeting when they're like, look, Sailor Jerry, you know that really shitty perfume you see, the shitty scent stuff in Hot Topic? Let's make some guitars. People are going to pay up the ass for it.
Yeah, stuff like that is wild.
Okay, I should pick a guitar, at least my first guitar. I love the Friedman stuff. I love the PRS stuff. I'm gonna go it's a total dad guitar, but this custom shop, 1960 Les Paul standard reissue VOS Ice-T Burst demo.
It does look pretty sharp.
$5,850.
How much are the savings on that? The window's kind of small.
$650.
$600 off? That's 10%.
I mean, they're gonna add that back in for tax, but whatever. So it's basically tax free.
Yeah, tax free.
That's a pretty hot guitar, though. Okay, that's gonna be. I love Les Pauls. I'm gonna add that to my cart. Now, guys, again, the title of this video is Window Shopping. I'm not. You're not going to witness me spending 50 grand at Sweetwater.
I don't know if you get enough super chats right now.
Dude, yeah, super chat, guys, super chat. Let's get a guitar for me. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Okay, guitar number 1 selected.
Well, now you got to figure out, an amp that goes with that, or maybe pick out your other guitars first.
I should probably go back and forth, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the amplifiers.
All right, I'm going to. I found the link that's more of a normal site. I'm gonna message it to you over in the private chat tab.
Okay.
Hopefully that works.
Oh.
Don't share that with everyone else because that's my affiliate link. So go ahead and go buy something right now.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I was here.
Yeah. So the side tabs get you into electric guitars and amps and stuff, and you're still in the deal zone.
Okay, we're in the amplifier section. I'm gonna sort because it's insurance money. I'm gonna sort high to low.
Hell yeah.
Oof, Friedman goodness.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is here right now buying us stuff.
Yeah, video sponsored by State Farm, guys.
I'm curious about those magnetones every time I see them. They just look so classy. I know that's more my style, not your style. Different versions of a bearded Ryan here. You like the metal stuff.
I would love to try a magnetone. I mean, if it's good enough for Billy Gibbons, it's good enough for me.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Is my thought. The old ones are really, really cool.
Yeah. And they have that tube vibe setting on them. It's not a tremolo, it's a tube pitch vibe, which is just really pretty sounding.
Marshall 1987 XL bundle. So I just added a Les Paul.
I mean, you're going pretty classic here. That's like, like teenage dream rig you're starting with here. A Les Paul and
well, see, like the only Marshall I've ever owned was an 800 from 1985 that I actually just sold on a reverb. But always wanted a stock, and it was modded. Always wanted just a stock plexi. Because that's a great sound.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hot looking too. I mean, if you can commit to hauling around a half rack, a half stack like that, if you've got a van and you can afford it, I mean, live your dream, I guess. I mean, I'm done with.
I'm going to use some of the money, insurance money, to hire roadies.
Exactly, or at least a back brace.
Also, I'm only going to save $199. I mean, come on. I'm going to talk to my rep because
it says bundle savings.
If I'm saving, or if I'm spending $3,400, I mean, $200. I don't care about $200.
There's some deals in there that are like call your rep, which means that they can't tell you how cheap they are. So that stuff might be
call-in savings.
Yeah, that might be the hot ticket for people who are actually curious to get a really, really good deal from this sale right now.
I see. Like this 1959 hand-wired.
Yeah.
Call-in savings.
Like what if it's only $100? You know,
save $680 when you buy the demo. So I don't know why I'm acting like I'm shopping with my money. This is theoretical A, B, insurance money. So
exactly.
I should just be like, give me all the amps.
Yeah, I had 2 of these and they burned in the fire. So yeah, I've got to have a stereo rig. I needed my wet dry. So yeah, I need 2 of these.
Or, but I decided I need a wet, dry, wet. Okay. 59, hand-wired.
Oh boy.
100 watt.
Start your super chats, guys. Let's make this a reality.
Yeah, super chat, ladies and gentlemen, please. We're up to $8,468 so far. Damn. We've had 1 guitar and 1 amp.
So your theoretical 3-bed, 2-bath just got turned into a 2-bed, 1-bath that they're rebuilding for.
And I don't even have a cabinet yet.
Oh, that doesn't include the cabinet? Oh man.
That wasn't even a half stack. That was just the amplifier. So I guess we need a 412 cab, because I think it'd kind of be sacrilege to get a plexi.
I was hanging around with someone a few months back who runs a Helix rig, but they don't run direct into house with it. They run into a cab and like a power amp, like a clean tube power amp, but they use a Marshall 4x12 for their Helix rig. So they're just like, it's what sounds the best with it. It's like, it kind of seems
interesting.
It's interesting for sure. Like they've definitely built an eclectic rig, but it seems like the long way around to get to like these tones that they want. I guess they want all the programming of the Helix, but then they want they really want to push the air of a Marshall 4x12. And I have to admit, it sounded monstrous. He had an amazing rig. So
that's way better. I had a buddy who had way back, we were 18 years old, and he was smacked by a car and he got some insurance settlement. Instead of getting his car fixed, he got a dual rectifier and he used it on the clean channel only, and he had a metal zone. And that was his gigging setup, a fucking Meizubuki half stack. And he fucking used the metal zone into the clean channel, and he loved the sound. And it didn't sound terrible, but all of it was just like, dude, what in the hell are you doing?
Just use you got a gain channel over here. Like, just use that. You got 2 rectifiers. There's double.
Okay. 412 cab. How interesting do these Lexus Omega 412s look?
Oh, weird. It looks like a road case.
What in the? That looks like a 6x12 enclosure. It's kind of like a smaller version of those old Marshall like the 812s, although it's just 412s.
It looks thin too. It doesn't look very deep.
The original Marshall cabs were that shallow.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not going to buy it, but
well, you're not going to buy it. State Farm's buying it.
Oof.
Or Travelers, or
great point.
Whoever.
I had one of these cabinets and I loved it. Oh, see that ding right there, guys? Right there in the corner. $450 off.
Damn.
Jeez. I'm gonna buy that.
There you go.
All right. It's mine.
I mean, the one that burned down in the fire, it had a few scratches and dents too. So it's like you're replacing it, correctly.
Okay, so I have the most dad rig ever. I have a 1960 Gibson Les Paul Custom.
I think you should go crazy right now. This is going to sound insane. I can't believe I'm suggesting it. Tube screamer.
You're crazy. You're talking crazy talk right now.
No one's seen a rig like that. A Les Paul into a Marshall half stack with a tube screamer in the middle.
Wow.
I'm getting chills thinking about it.
Mr. Robert Baker. Hello, sir.
Oh, what?
Dude, Robert, don't even act like you wouldn't be picking the same rig right now, because you would. Okay.
God, that's a crazy comment from him. Nerd Store just called and they're running out of you.
No, I kind of collect tube screamers, and I basically have all of these, or had all of them before they burnt down in the theoretical fire. I used to. The only one I don't have is this hand wired anymore. I used to have one, and it got stolen.
I had one of those turbos. I don't know why I sold that thing. That was a great tube screamer.
Turbo is great. I had a lot of the Maxon variants as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the turbo. It's most versatile. I love the mode switch.
Yeah, totally. I was always on the that plus mode. For some reason, that's the one that connected with me. And then I got some other tube screamer. I was like, oh, I don't need the turbo anymore. And it's like, I should get another one. I should go back to it because it was so great. It burned down in a fire. I've got to buy one.
Burned down in a fire. Its tone was so huge, you can say that it burned down.
What the State Farm agent doesn't need to know is that the house burned down because of all the power strips you had connected for all your one spots and everything.
Yeah. Not because of a fire. It's from a single outlet, and it appears that you had your entire house plugged into this one outlet.
You had a wet, dry, wet Marshall rig, 3 amps going, and
currently out of stock.
Oh no.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're just joining us,
here's what you got to do. You've got to buy one of each of everything that's available as far as tube screamers go. Because
you know what? Having a backup isn't such a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's insurance money, and you've got to find the magic one again, because you had a magic one that you burned down in the fire.
I got to find out which one's going to be the magic one. Okay, so let's go back to tube screamers. Guys, if you were just joining us, I'm here with Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum, Bearded Ryan live stream. I have linked down below to his channel. Please give him a subscribe. We are virtually window shopping at Sweetwater. If there's anything that you would like at Sweetwater, I have linked down below in the description of this video. We're hanging out. We're celebrating Gear Fest. And currently we're shopping for tube screamers and a new rig for me.
Yeah. Completing a very spicy, exciting rig. Les Paul, Marshall half stack.
Very forward thinking, right?
It's exotic. There's no other word for it than exotic. This is
out of tube screamer hand wired. What the hell?
They're popular. They're selling out.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to the TS-808. They're not gonna be out of it. They're out of that too.
This is a disaster.
The warehouse, the tube screamer warehouse burned down as well. That's what they're not telling us. TS9, here we go. In stock.
They're forcing your hand to go with the TS9.
I mean, I like the TS9 a lot.
But if you get the turbo, it's already got a TS9 in there.
It's a TS-808 anyway.
Yeah.
You know what? But that doesn't make any sense, does it? We're gonna go ahead and remove the turbo for now because it's out of stock. $9,500 is what we're at.
It's a good start. It's a good start. You've lost a bedroom and a bathroom,
Right.
on your imaginary house that's being rebuilt, but it's a good start.
This rig is just so forward thinking and progressive.
It's really it's thinking about the future and where music is going.
Right. Okay.
You got to balance this out with something more traditional.
Right. I got to go get like an Abasi Concepts 8-string.
Exactly. And something fractal or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to okay. So now I have my bass rig built. I'm gonna build my second bass rig. Not bass rig.
Not bass. Not long guitar. You're talking like your core rig.
Yes. And we should do something different.
A different finish of Les Paul. I like where you're going.
I just get all Les Pauls. I get iced tea, Honeybird.
I saw you pause. You're like, oh,
I did pause. I was like, oh, I see this Bourbon Burst, which I actually own. I mean, it's behind me, but it's theoretically it's burned down.
It would be terrible if your house actually did burn down like tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really batting 100 on the karmatic conversation.
Yeah. Like the insurance agent brings up this video as evidence.
Did you do a live stream about a month ago talking about how your house burned down?
Talking about all the stuff you would buy with the money? It seems very suspicious.
Baritone guitars.
Yeah, I like where you're going with this.
So this one, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. This is what just arrived at my house.
Nice.
A couple minutes.
Which is about to burn down, so you are going to need to replace it.
Right. Exactly right. They make an Eclipse in baritone. That's wild. What is that? Ooh.
And when you go baritone, you obviously go for humbuckers, right? You want that humbucker sound.
Yeah, although I do like the Dan Electro, like the single coil lipstick kind of vibe as well. But
I have a baritone that's like a Strat parts thing, and I just love the singles on the baritone to death. But that's I live in a completely different neighborhood as far as tones go.
A private stock, custom 24 baritone guitar.
Ah, damn!
Look at that thing.
You don't need a breakfast nook, dude. Screw the breakfast nook. That's it.
Oh, and it's only $12,000.
How much is there? Any savings? This isn't part of the Gear Fest, so
this is not part of Gear Fest because they don't have any baritones in the thing. But it's new,
brand new, no scratches or dents. I mean, you're in trauma. Your house just burned down. You need something to make you feel better.
A $12,000 guitar is gonna make me sleep better at night. It's gonna make me feel safer. Okay. We're gonna add this to our cart. What's funny is I'm still gonna get those emails going, did you leave something in your cart from Sweetwater?
Right now, your Sweetwater rep is getting notifications and they're like, oh my God. Oh yes. Finally I get to put braces on my kid.
My cart is $21,000. There's 5 items in it.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna get a phone call.
Dan's gonna be like, what in the hell are you doing?
Hey, I noticed you had some stuff in your cart. Are you okay?
Are you sure you want that TS9?
Now what amp do you pair with a $12,000 baritone PRS?
Guys, tell me what amp do I plug a $12,000 Paul Reed Smith baritone into? I'm thinking
it's got to have some kind of like low end headroom. Like you can't go like a standard crunchy amp or something like that.
No.
Like you need like something like 200 watts, like a bass amp almost.
Dude, right? Let's go back into the deal section.
Here we go. Buckle up. We're back in the deal zone.
People are saying Soldano.
I could see that. A big old Soldano.
I could see the new 2020. Like, do these? Wait, hang on. Do they even have Soldano?
That's a good question. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
It's probably my favorite amplifier I've ever plugged into in my entire life is the 2020 SLO 100.
And that's going to look good with that. I mean, don't even think about the sound. Think of the looks. Like, think of what you're building here. You're putting a Les Paul against a Marshall half stack. You're putting a Baritone PRS against this thing. It's just an attractive look.
I think we found our winner.
Yeah. I mean, you're still going to need a cab. I'm thinking I didn't see what cabs they have there, but you need a full stack for this.
2 cabinets.
Yes.
Okay.
Mix and match maybe, but I think you definitely need you need the power, you need the air moving ability of at least 8 12-inch speakers. I mean, if you want to do 4 12s and like a 15 or something like that, that could be spicy. But this is about moving air at this point.
Yeah, let's see. What cabs do you prefer? Let's say you had to go 412. What do you prefer?
Man, if I had to go 412, I don't live in that space. Some sort of big.
You know what? I don't either. I tour with 212s.
Yeah, that's if I do a big loud show, I have a 2x12 that I use as a crappy crate turned into 2x12. But if I had like a dream to like 4x12 or dream big cab, it would be a vintage acoustic control cab. But you're not going to find that on Sweetwater right now.
Yeah.
Or like a big like dual showman cabs.
Oh yeah.
Those are fun.
I prefer Boogie 412 rectifier cabs for just about everything, given the choice.
Good.
That I don't have to haul it. Let's see. I should probably narrow this down to. There they are.
Yeah. You're going to need one of those angled ones, and you're going to need a straight one.
Ooh,
or
traditional
straight ones.
Traditional or standard? Standard's the oversized.
I mean, go big, dude. Go oversized.
Traditional, straight, standard. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're adding the boogie. And then we're going to go back, get the straight guy.
You don't even have a house being built now. Now that the insurance company is just going to get you, a big box of guitar stuff, and you're going to live in a tent.
That's right.
In the midst of the ashes of where your house used to be.
So I now have 8 items in my cart. 2 rigs, totaling $27,981.
Giddy up.
That is that's getting it. Holy shit. That's so incredible. We still have one more rig to build.
Seriously.
And then we're gonna add some pedals. We have a baritone, we have the Les Paul. And by the way, apologies to Music Man, because they support me and love me, and I wouldn't be going buying it because I'm an artist of theirs, so they were just giving me stuff. So
they're gonna take care of you.
They're gonna take care of me because they're family, because I love them and they know that. So that's why I'm not buying Music Man. Also, Paul Reed Smith baritone. Like, that's sick. I didn't even know that was a thing.
One of the most incredible acoustic guitars I've ever played in my life. This seems like a hard side tangent, but it's not. Was a baritone 12-string Taylor that someone I knew had custom made, and it was. I mean, usually I say acoustics are boring, but it was not boring. It was a ton of fun.
I am a Taylor artist.
Oh,
I'm going to ask Jay about that guitar.
There you go.
Okay, I have a baritone, I have a Les Paul. What's the other ground I need to cover? Should I be shopping for acoustics? You think?
That's up to you, man. I mean, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either, but I was kind of like, I'm a real guitar player, quote unquote, so I probably should have an acoustic. I don't want an acoustic.
You need something for campfires. What's the most expensive classical guitar on Sweetwater?
Let's see.
And you got to get the little foot stand to prop your foot on, or the stand that holds it in front of you.
Sort high to low.
Yeah, sometimes I go camping and I need something kind of acoustic. So.
$10,000 and it's a Yamaha.
You could get a motorcycle from Yamaha for that much money.
Right? And a really good outboard boat motor.
And a lawnmower. And
why is this guitar $10,000?
I mean, look at it. It looks just like what you would expect from a classical guitar. They've nailed it. They've nailed it.
This looks like every other. I don't know anything about classical guitar, so if you're if you're a classical guitar aficionado out there watching this, I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry for them too. They shouldn't do that. Yeah, I say go. I don't think you should actually do this. You should get another rig that you'll actually use.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for talking me down.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go poke around in the used gear marketplace?
Yeah, maybe.
Guys, if you are just joining us, I am here with Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum. We are virtually window shopping on Sweetwater.com in celebration of GearFest. If you would like to support me, you can click the link down below and go and shop on Sweetwater yourself. It's an affiliate link. And also, while you're down in the description, head on over to 60 Cycle Hum and give Ryan an old subby sub.
I mean, if you want, I can't tell you not.
It's a great channel.
We're all right.
It's a good channel. I watch it a lot.
I mean, for channels that, you know, feature guys with the initial RB and a beard, and you know, it's all right. It's up there.
Ryan's with beards.
Yeah.
When's our podcast start? Come on, let's go.
Seriously, Ryan's with beards. Ryan's beards and gears.
Ooh. A 52 in the used section. There is a 52 Gibson Les Paul Gold Top.
I didn't even know Sweetwater had this used section.
You know what? I've been there on the grounds once, and they had a single room, and it was stuffed to the brim with what looked to be from afar some very choice stuff. And I was like, "What's that?" And they're like, "Oh, it's just a used stuff." Anyway, do you want to come over here to the slide? And I was like, okay. And I never thought anything of it, but it looked like there was some seriously cool shit in there. A 74 Les Paul Custom Cherry Burst.
Is it like consignment?
Firebird.
These photos are like home photos. So what is going on with Sweetwater's used section?
Are people putting these things on consignment? Because like location, Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, they must be selling it.
What?
It's a listing, you know?
That's crazy. We've just stumbled upon Sweetwater's own version of Craigslist.
Exactly.
Offer up. Sweet up.
Sweet up.
Yeah.
Sweetwater Marketplace.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
A long time to come up with that.
I don't need another Les Paul.
So, have you ever been to GearFest when it's a physical thing?
No, I've never. Last year, I was asked to do a clinic for Sennheiser, and I was on tour, and I missed it by like a day. And
I went 2 years ago just to check it out. I was like, I could either do Summer NAMM or I could do GearFest. I'm gonna go check out GearFest this year. It's wild. It is a wild time over there. And they have, one of my favorite things about it is that they do have a used tent, and it's people bringing in like their stuff from outside of Sweetwater and doing like, it's like a garage sale, yard sale sort of vibe. And there was some really crazy stuff in there. There's this, this crazy like headless bass that I still wish I had bought. It was like shaped like a boat paddle. I don't even play bass, and I still think about this thing. It was like this vintage 80s headless bass. But then they have like food carts and stuff, and they have, you know, concert performances, and like Nita Strauss was there, and she's just walking around, hanging around with everyone in between the shows. And yeah, it was a great time. And everyone at Sweetwater is so freaking friendly. It's weird. It's almost like this cult vibe when you're at Sweetwater. Like everyone's so friendly and so nice to you. It's like,
and then there's a statue of Satan, and everyone's like staring at it.
Yeah. You know, I left early, but they were building this big, tall, like man-shaped like effigy, like stick statue. It looks kind of wickerish. It looked like a big wicker guy, and it had all these bees. I don't know what was going on over there, but it looked like they were about to have a fun party at Sweetwater.
Interesting.
People getting a joke.
I will make it a point to go that if they have another one publicly.
Yeah. Well, I think, in 2025, when all this clears up and everything's back to normal,
when it subsides.
Yeah.
I thought of a guitar while we were chatting that I've always wanted. Joel from Killswitch Engage is a friend of mine, and his signature guitar comparison is so beautiful.
Well, if he's your friend, you gotta keep it in the family, Gotta throw some money his way with this whole insurance business.
I've played this guitar at NAMM, and I played his, or I picked it up and kind of strummed it. I didn't like plug it in or anything. It looks like an 80s Ibanez RG, but like with a better haircut on the headstock. Like a Jimmy Neutron, Conan O'Brien kind of a thing.
It looks like it's making me want Dairy Queen right now.
Make you want what?
Dairy Queen. It's got like a soft serve ice cream thing going on.
Yeah, I want this.
There you go.
Now, what do I plug that into? I know Joel plugs it into a KSR, which Sweetwater doesn't have, a Kemper, which I don't want. It has to be something super modern. Let's see. Let's go back to deals.
Yeah, some kind of super modern amp. I'd almost say, I mean, it'd probably stray from what he does with it, but I'd almost say like some sort of modern solid state sort of situation.
Probably like a Fractal, right?
Yeah.
Although they wouldn't have Fractal, but something like a PRS Archon. Like that's a pretty modern sounding. Like that is a modern amplifier.
Yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Very high gain, all metal.
And then you're not, it's okay because you're not going matchy with the baritone, but you could if you wanted to.
Yes.
But you're not going to because you don't want to be that guy, but you could go that way.
I really like the Archon. It's yeah, okay, we'll do the Archon.
It seems like that's like you saw it and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I forgot about the Archon. Need a cabinet though. Now, I know I have two Mesa 412s, but those are specifically for the Solbano.
I feel like instead of a cab, you should go for like a rack unit.
I should do what?
Do like a rack. Like throw the head in a rack and have a bunch of like rack stuff going with it.
Okay. So processing, outboard gear, that kind of thing?
Yeah. So you've got the head in there, but then you've got outboard processing for it and like kind of switchers and stuff like that. Like this is a gigging rig. A very like intense gigging rig with all sorts of like flashing lights and crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, let's pay tribute to the 80s.
Exactly. I mean, you've got this guitar that is like an RG throwback sort of concept with the Dairy Queen haircut. You need, like a rack digital delay and
rack mount. They have a full section of rack mount guitar effects. Oh, baby, look at all this stuff.
Here we go. Buckle up.
Well, I'm a Line 6 artist, and I'm not going to choose the Helix because I would just call them up and be like, hey, my shit right. This is it for, oh, man.
This is for insurance purposes. You're not going to buy stuff you can just get.
Right. This is all that they have for rack stuff.
That's not great.
Not great.
Yeah.
Sweetwater, come on. You need to start carrying more stuff that people don't actually buy.
Rack is going to come back though, man, says some dad.
I feel like a Torpedo Live would be very, very useful.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's what you do. You get like one of like the small rack units that you put underneath the head, in between the head and the cab. So you still have a cab to move air on stage, but then you've got a rack with a couple necessities.
I love that. That's a
live
good idea. Torpedo Live is added to the cart. I am now $34,350, guys. Super chat, where you at? Come on, help me buy this.
Yeah, your house is not getting rebuilt. You're just getting gear.
Nope, I can afford a tent and a porta potty.
You can afford the porta potty. You can't afford the maintenance. Like, no one's going to come and empty it for you. You have to do that yourself.
Okay.
You've only bought one pedal so far.
I know. I'm like, I should really just kind of go nuts with the pedals.
Yeah, totally. Like, you got
a pedal guy? You're.
Oh yeah, I'm a pedal guy. Yeah, pedals. I've got a wall of pedals behind me over.
Hot effects pedals.
The Topanga's great. But I don't know if that's your style though. That's a drippy reverb.
Not really my style. No, I love overdrives. Wait, so I just clicked on get deals and it takes me to just the Catlin bread.
That's the deal, man. Get it.
You're like, this is the deal. I'm like, whoa, hey.
buy two of them if you want multiple deals.
I don't use it like in my stuff a lot, but I love just sitting and messing around with a wah pedal.
Yeah, wahs are awesome. I have that little Dunlop baby one there, and I actually really love it. Even though I've got a big foot, like, I don't mind having the little wah. You're getting the synth.
I heard it. I have not tried it. I heard it the other day and I was like, that is fucking cool.
So there's like 122 different synth settings on that thing. There's the 2 rotary switches and each has 12 positions. And so you have 12 settings on each setting of the other rotary knob. So it's 12 times 12. Yeah. It's a lot. I sat and messed with it at last summer NAMM. I was like, this is a lot of sounds, guys. I don't know how anyone's going to remember which one they like. It has them all.
So much.
Every synth pedal.
This is probably my favorite wah of all time. I toured with this forever and I loved it.
I always liked their little side red switches on the Dunlop stuff. I had a Hendrix fuzz wah from them for a while that had that. It's a really smart little design there.
Yeah, that one's to switch the inductor. Go to yellow to red. Oh, I want I think it's called the Plumes.
Yeah, that's popular these days.
I've never tried it.
A little behind the curtain, like, we've got our affiliate links and I go and look at what everyone buys on Sweetwater. I've never done a video of the Plumes. I don't have one, but people keep buying it through my affiliate links. So I should probably get one and do a video, since
I feel like I should probably get one and do a video for it.
It's going to pay for itself, you know?
Yeah. Guys, if you are just joining us, I'm hanging out with Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum. Please subscribe to his channel, link down below in the description. And also, if you want to help me out, click on my affiliate link, also in the description. If you decide to buy anything on Sweetwater, it doesn't cost you anything. Help me, help you, help me buy Plumes.
Yeah, super chat right now so we can buy this $40,000. Well, not we, so Fluff can buy this $40,000.
I mean, you can play this. You can come over and like plug into the stuff if you want.
Yeah, for a little bit, but yeah, don't overstay your welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Synth, wah, Earthquaker, 34,819.
I feel like it's a lot. It's a lot. If you can't make you know, if you can't get over 50,000, then what are we even doing right now?
Yeah, you make a good point. Now we have a financial goal, guys.
Exactly. Like
You have the 3 rigs.
You convince the insurance agent that you've got 50
Right.
grand, you had 50 grand in gear go disappearing.
And this isn't fun, quote unquote fun stuff. This is just the necessary stuff.
Right.
So now,
I mean,
now we can have some fun.
You had something not replaceable, something signed by someone famous. You can't remember who, but it was very, you know, it was priceless. And you need something to dry your tears as you try to remember it.
Oh my God, they got the new Jake E. Lee Friedman.
It's red. I mean, who doesn't want a red amplifier?
Dude, everyone needs a red amplifier. That's sick. So good. What other Friedman stuff? I bet they have all the Friedman.
What's the kind of depressing about this is like, even though I feel like I'm a bit of a junk collector, if my stuff did all burn down, it would probably cost more than this to replace it all. Like if I had an insurance claim, like if I had to get my amps and all my pedals and all the guitars and everything replaced, like it's amazing to think that I probably actually do have that dollar's worth of stuff built up in my house.
So I have a storage unit full of stuff, and I've actually been meaning to catalog some stuff, but it's a daunting task because I have so much turnover. I'll decide to keep this and not that, and I'll buy something and then get rid of something else. Like maintaining that kind of a spreadsheet, because if everything did burn down, I wouldn't have any serial numbers to anything or anything like that myself.
I've thought about it before. Like if I ever need to prove to insurance of what I own, I got to just steer them over to the YouTube channel and be like, I covered everything. It was all there.
At some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
just noticed you're wearing
everything that's ever been on the channel was in my house.
Exactly. I kept it all. I just noticed you're wearing the no Hewley, no Lewis, no news, no thanks shirt. I have that too. It's from Pedal Boards of Doom, or no, it's from Rigs of Bad, right?
Yeah.
Awesome shirt. I love that shirt.
You're
like this tiny on the screen, and I still noticed it.
I feel like I would love a Jerry Cantrell signature amp.
You like that Friedman stuff? Keep going back.
I do. Really like the Friedman stuff. Although the world is our oyster, we should probably shop and just see what else is out there. I love the Friedman stuff.
I think any space that you didn't fill leading up to 50 grand, it's just got to be all mundane stuff, like
diesel VH4,
cables, strings, picks. Buy yourself $2,000 worth of slides, you know.
Diesel Herbert, dude. Oh, Bogner Ecstasy, dude. I'm not even thinking about this. I'm just adding that to my cart.
There you go. That's when you know, when you don't even have to think about it. When you see it, you have that visceral reaction.
I'm not even looking at my cart total right now because
it doesn't matter anymore.
I know I also want this Diesel Herbert Mark III. 180 watt head, dude.
See, this is what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with a rack of heads that are floating over, 6 cabs, and you're just going to have a big switcher system.
Right.
So it's basically going to be what Henning has in his bathroom or whatever.
Dude, he has a lot of amps.
He has a lot of amps.
Yeah, dude. Okay, we're at 43,000.
We're getting close.
We have Diesel Herbert, Bogner Ecstasy, Earthquaker Plumes, Dunlop CAE-Wah, Boss Synth, Two Notes Torpedo Live, PRS Archon 100, Comparison Dillinger, Joel, I can't talk right now.
No, that's the way you pronounce it.
Joel Strotzel signature. A couple of Mesa Boogie cabs. We have some Soldana SLO 100. We have a Baritone PRS private stock custom 24 $12,000 guitar, Tube Screamer, Marshall 412, a hand wired Plexi, and a Gibson custom shop 1960 Les Paul Standard in Iced Tea Burst. We're not quite to 50 yet. I would.
The Les Paul seems so like rational and normal in this pile of stuff. It's like, oh, and yeah, let's round it out with a Les Paul, you know.
Yeah. What else did you get? Oh, we got a Boss pedal. not that there's anything wrong with Boss, but like that's so.
Yeah, and it's a synth.
Yeah, non-exotic. Although, yeah, the synth is kind of exotic, but
yeah, this is crazy. Like, I mean, I play like in praise and worship stuff, and it's like you've got 3 pedals. I don't understand this. You could have 50 pedals right now if I was building this rig.
I love overdrive pedals. I think, well, I don't know. I'm being reserved a little bit.
What do you think of the rev pedals? Do you like those at all?
I love the rev pedals.
I'm into the G2. The other 2 don't really connect with me, but the G2 I connect with.
I like the G2.
SD1. And you're going with some classics.
Yeah, it's funny. Recently, I've just kind of gone back home, so to speak. And I used my ancient Boss SD1 the other day on something. I was like, man, this sounds really good.
Yeah, I've got an 80s one that I got off of Craigslist. It's completely covered in black marker, but it's like an early 80s, like 82, 83 or something like that. It's magic. There's something magical about it, but it's ugly as sin, and there's no resale value on it. But I'll never sell it.
JHS Crimson. I actually own this pedal, and I want it again because mine burnt down in my theoretical fire.
Completely theoretical.
Theoretical fire. Where are we at now? Oh, you know what I need? I need a noise gate.
Yeah, you do.
Noise gate. Bo Burchell from Saleson, sir. Hello. Good friend of mine. He suggests the Blues Driver. We're gonna go get a Blues Driver in just a second. Hey, there's my rack gear. There's my
there you go.
$795 gate. Okay.
Treat yourself.
You know what? I deserve it.
Yeah.
I've been through trauma.
As long as you're building a rack, you might as well get a rack tuner as well.
I love how you think.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a pedal gate as well. TC Century, I think, is one of the best pedal gates ever made. I should probably get a tuner as well.
Yeah.
I mean, a pedal tuner, excuse me.
Sure.
Rack tuner and pedal tuner, because you know what? You can't be too in tune.
I really like the
TU3.
Okay. I really like what was that other one? I forget the name of it. The Peterson. Like? I like the Peterson tuner, the strobe thing.
Oh yeah. Is it? Have they? It's so sensitive. It's like you never feel like visually, you'll never be in tune because it's.
But then when you do hit it, because it is so sensitive and it's so fast looking, when you hit it, oh, it's like the hair stands up on the back of your neck.
I'm not seeing any rack tuners. Let's go high to low. Ooh, they got the old guys. A $4,200 strobe tuner with stretch tuning. I don't even know what that is, but I think I need it.
I think you might be over 50 grand with that one.
Good. I deserve it.
Yeah. You know what? It's an essential part of any modern guitarist rig. You have to be in tune.
What is a node tuner? That's nuts.
Oh, that's medical equipment. That's for tuning your nodes. You need
it tunes nodes, duh.
Jeez, that looks crazy. I don't even understand what I'm looking at, but it looks wild.
Boss Blues Driver.
There's people who buy stuff like that, and there's people who buy stuff like that, and it's just like, oh yeah, I think I need one of those, and they don't think about it too hard, and they just pull the trigger. They're like, oh yeah, the studio needs that. We'll get a second one.
What blows my mind is the people who, like, you know, you find all these Les Pauls under the bed and stuff like that. Like, someone bought a new Les Paul, played it for a week, went, cool, and then shoved it under their bed in 1960 after spending a month's wages on it. Like, how does that happen?
Guitar's not really for me. I don't know.
There was a friend's kid who was gifted this is back in the 90s, a brand new 2-channel triple rectifier amplifier, and had a big chunk of property. He played it for 2 weeks and then left it in the hay out in the barn for like 10 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Brand new amplifier at the time that cost $1,500 in 90s money, and he just left it.
There's people who have this mentality that when they start a new hobby, they're like, well, I want to be able to grow into it. And so they buy whatever, the sales rep is like, well, this is where you would end up eventually if you keep going with this. I mean, God bless them. They're putting braces on teeth for builders. So
you know what? That's a good point.
I don't have anything against rich people spending their money. They should do it as often as they possibly can.
Right. Okay. 25 things are in my cart. I added a couple of Boss pedals.
I mean, did you add the Dimension C?
I did.
Yeah, if you're going to get a chorus,
I should get a chorus. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The preset chorus, I think, is so much more to my liking. I used to have chorus ensemble. And I'm like,
anytime you can blend a chorus, then I find I just end up blending it out.
Right.
If you're going to have a chorus, commit to it, have it be on or off, and have it completely take you into 80s, like,
yes,
neon power grid sounds. And that's what a Dimension does.
I am still not to 50 grand.
What? This is hard work.
This is stressful, guys. How do I get to
I'm telling you, like, go over to the cable section and just like $5,000 in Hosa right now.
I'm doing it. But I'm a Hosa artist. I can just call them.
Okay, well, then I don't know.
Guitar cable. I don't. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need a wireless unit.
Well, you've got all this stuff. You're going to need a few wireless units.
Right.
All together. Wireless units in between pedals, so you can have.
God forbid I ever actually run into $50,000, I would have a hard time spending it.
It would be a difficult task for sure.
Mogami. I'm going to buy some Mogami.
Well, I think if I had 50 grand to spend on gear, like the first like 10 or 15 grand would be easy. You'd be like, oh, well, I've always wanted this. I've always wanted that, blah, blah, blah. And then you get past that and you're like, oh man, what do I do with the rest of this? Dude. And then it becomes a task.
Yes.
Yeah. I could go buy, the exact Fender amp I want and a vintage Mosrite or something like that. And be like, oh yeah, I've got some stuff I really wanted. And I'm still under 10 grand with that.
Podcast Stage, one of my favorite YouTube channels, just super chatted me $10 to go. He's telling me to get a U87. His YouTube channel is awesome. You guys should absolutely subscribe to him if you can. He does podcast mics and he throws the box, and it's so funny. So good. And he bought a U87 for a video, which, dude, you should have called me. Have connects. You got the little discount. But he bought a U87 for over $3,000.
Jeez.
Okay, so I'm buying a wireless system.
If you got $3,000 to spend on a mic for a podcast, you're probably like one of two podcasters in the world.
Yeah,
You're Mark Maron or you're Joe Rogan. Who are you?
Oh, there's the Neumann U87. There we go. Because I need to, what if I want to record?
Yeah. Well, that's what you didn't think about. You've got all these amps and guitars. How are you going to record it all?
With this U87.
Yeah. You know that Sweetwater sells computers. Your computer's broken down too.
Oh boy.
I actually bought my new computer from them because Apple told me it was going to take 20 days to ship.
What?
And Sweetwater was like, no, we can ship today.
Albert Tremonti, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. I am 0.05% towards buying this U87. Thank you so much.
I don't think it's even that close.
No, I don't think it's that close. Well, I mean, I should get an interface, so I would want a Universal Audio Apollo. That's what I use now, and I love it.
I mean, here's what you do when you've got 50 grand. I think what the tactic is, you go and fill up your cart. You just keep scrolling like that,
yeah, like grocery store,
and then you go to bed. You sleep. You get a nice breakfast, and you look at your cart and you just start knocking stuff off that you aren't vibing with, and see what you're left with. I think that's the tactic.
I want a 16-inch Mac Pro that I'm on right now.
I mean, you've got proof in the video. We can see your keyboard, so you can show the insurance agent like it burned down in the fire.
That's right. $27.99. I mean, this isn't the one that I'm using. It'll do.
It'll be all right. You can work with that.
I can't even. Oh, I have to call the order. I can't even add this to my cart. Thanks, Sweetwater.
That means the price will. Oh, that's how they got me too. Like,
just give us a call.
That's how they keep you from getting someone their affiliate bucks.
Oh, because I bet they can't. I bet they're very, very strict allowances.
Exactly. Yeah. There's nothing left over for affiliate or any other sort of advertising links for that. So you have to call in.
Okay. So this is all my stuff, guys. We built 3 rigs with Ryan's assistance and knowledge and guidance.
Well, it's just egging you on and pushing you in the direction you wanted to go. So
Cody, thank you so much for the super chat. You did not ask a question, but I thank you nonetheless. I appreciate you.
You know what that's for.
Bogner, PRS, Comparison, Mesa Boogie, Soldano, Marshall, Gibson, Boss Stuff, TC Electronic, a crazy ass strobe tuner, more Boss pedals, Sennheiser wireless, Neumann mic, and a Universal Audio interface, totaling $56,375.82.
That'll help you it'll help you get over the loss of your whole home in that terrible fire.
I could rest my head on that Apollo interface, and I could lay next to my Gibson Les Paul custom shop and strum it. Bring, bring.
You know, you just put all the cabs together.
Yeah.
And put a mattress on top of it. You've got a bed. And all the boxes, everything's going to come in. You can make a nice fort out of all those boxes.
Basically, and then I could say I built my own house. Or
exactly. You know what? When my house burned down, I could have had it built back the way it was, but I really wanted to build my own house. So, I went custom.
Yeah.
I just like to have my hands on the things that I work on, just get out there with a roll of duct tape and some cardboard.
And how much candy would I get?
Oh, damn.
I would literally be like, yo, you guys better hook it up if I'm spending $56,000.
You know what's kind of crazy about this? This seems insane. This seems like a ton of money.
For sure.
It's kind of not, though. Like if you think about like, this is stuff, if it's your livelihood, if this is what you use to make your living, and this replaces the core of almost everything.
Right.
50 grand invested in gear to make a living.
Not a ton.
Like, don't talk to videographers or photographers. They'll show you a lens that costs 12 grand,
Dude,
and they've got a bag full of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this $56,000 will buy you an Area Alexa camera body with no
right. Like there's so many other industries out there where the barrier to entry based on gear is so much more insane than this. But I mean, to guitarists, it's like, holy heck, almost 60 grand and stuff. Like, I'm never going to make that much money in my life.
Right. Dude, that is nuts. Guys, once again, thank you so much for hanging out. go sub to Ryan over at 60 Cycle Hum. Also, our mod Terry has linked to the 60 Cycle Hum channel in the chat. Please go check him out.
Thanks, Terry.
And if you want to help me out, use the Sweetwater affiliate link down below in the description of this video. Help me, help you. And I hope you guys enjoy GearFest this weekend over at sweetwater.com. Dude, thank you so much for hanging out. And
this is a blast.
Through this hard, trying time of my stuff burning down.
I'm gonna do a hard pitch for you right now. If any of you out there are true Ryan Bruce fans,
whoa,
I think you got to go on Sweetwater right now. Use his affiliate link, reproduce this rig, and press buy.
Yeah, if you're a real fan,
yeah,
go and buy a Soldano SLO 100 with a couple of Mesa Boogie cabs and use my link while doing it.
And then make a video yourself of you unboxing all this stuff and building the Ryan Bruce rig.
That's right. This is my signature Sweetwater rig.
It's a starter pack, no big deal.
This is the starter kit. We're working on a like an adult professional level rig, but this is the entry level.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been a ton of fun. I mean, anytime you want to have me, just let me know.
Dude, we'll do this again. We'll do more live streaming for sure.
More Ryans and Ryans with beards.
Yep, Ryan R&R. Wait, Ryan and beard. And it's got to be some clever name that we come up with.
Yeah, there's something out there. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Be safe out there, and we will see you next time.
Bye. That awkward time.